Hi friends, welcome to my channel Yaya's Heart Tarot. Today I'll be doing 3 readings for connecting with departed loved ones. So I will show you the groups here momentarily and you can pick which one calls to you. Once you pick your group, there will be timestamps for each group in the description box, whether that's below or to the right. I don't know at this point. They change it periodically. So once you choose your group, you can just click on your timestamp. It'll take you directly to the beginning of your reading. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if one reading doesn't resonate at all for you, you may need to choose a different reading. But I'll go ahead and show you the stones that I have chosen. These are all palm stones today. And so the first group is Polychrome or Desert Jasper. Polychrome Jasper or Desert Jasper, goes by both names. The second group is Kambaba stone. People often call this Kambaba Jasper, but I have read that it's not actually a jasper. I don't know, but it's definitely Kambaba. And the third group is blue calcite. Blue calcite is the third group. So take a moment. However you choose the groups, whether it just calls to you or if you pick a particular number or if you are drawn to a particular stone, whatever you decide is fine. Again, group 1 is Polychrome or Desert Jasper. Group 2 is Kambaba stone. And group 3 is blue calcite. So go ahead and make your choice and I will see you at your reading. Hi group 1, this is your reading, the Polychrome Jasper reading. The first message that we would like to get is who is coming through for you. Spirit, who's coming through for group 1? Who is coming through for them? Okay, we got the 9 of Pentacles and we got the Death card. So this individual is someone who was very prominent in your life. They were a big part of your stability. They actually potentially brought about a huge shift in your life when you first got together with them, came in contact with them. But they were someone who created a great deal of just security and warmth and stability for you, which based on the Death card was not something that you had in your life before this individual came along. So that's who's coming through for you, group 1. And how were the two of you connected? Spirit, how were group 1 and their departed loved one connected? Okay. We got the Tower. We got the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Thunder, which has got to be swords, I would be willing to guess. 2 of Cups, the Fool reversed, the 8 of Cups reversed, and the 2 of Pentacles. Yes, so this is the 2 of Swords. So this person came into your life when you were at a turning point, when you were at a very critical turning point in your life. And I get the impression, we've got 2 cards here that both have lightning striking. And this one has a rainbow turned upside down. So I get the impression that this individual came into your life when you were at a critical point where you were very much about to go down a path that there was no coming back from. You were potentially in a really, really bad spot or about to make a bad decision or had made a number of bad decisions and you were at a critical point. This was a very critical point in your life. The Fool inverted leads me to understand that this particular point in your life, if you continued down the path that you were going, we've got the Eight of Cups inverted, which talks about walking away from an emotional situation. So in your case, you were not walking away. You were not leaving this emotional situation that you were in. You were staying, you were stuck in this particular emotional situation, and there was really no clear path the way you were going. There was no way out if you continued on the way that you were. Yeah, the Two of Stones inverted. You were so out of balance. You couldn't see your way back. This individual came into your life, and you connected with them just instantly. You had this very strong, just an instant relationship connection between the two of you, and it was a connection, the Nine of Wands here, that allowed you to begin to heal. It allowed you to step out of this, whatever this situation was. I mean, I'm seeing potentially addiction, or a situation where you were hopeless about your life. They stepped into your life and just connected with you instantly. And you may have been in a situation where people were pulling away from you. This person didn't. They came and they just made you know that they were going to be there for you. Even though, at this point they were just a brand new person in your life. They came in and they said, I'm not leaving you. And they took the weight off of your shoulders so that you could rest from whatever this huge situation that was in your life was. It may have been, monetary. You may have had so much debt or responsibilities just weighing on your shoulders that you couldn't get out from underneath. You could have had an addiction going down that road. It could have been just a really, really dead-end job that you had no hope of leaving. It could have been that you were in another relationship that was perhaps abusive for you. But regardless of what the situation was, you were in just a really untenable position, something that, if it continued, was going to probably potentially end your life, but certainly would leave you in a place where you didn't have any hope. This person came in, they connected with you instantly. They said, I'm not leaving you. And they said, they just showed you that they would be they would be there with you. They would take some of the weight off your shoulders. They would take some of the responsibility, so that you could just step back and rest. They almost provided like a shield for you from this situation, whatever this was. So that's how you were connected with this individual. So thank you for those messages, Spirit. And what was most important in this connection to your departed loved one, Group 1? What was the most important thing to them in this connection that you had with them? Okay, we got the Five of Wands reversed, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the King of Pentacles reversed, the Seven of Swords reversed, the Temperance card reversed, and the Queen of Wands. So again, what was most important in this relationship to them was that they were able to give you this respite. and that they were able to provide you, they were able to let you see that there was hope, that you did have potential, whatever it was that you were completely hopeless about, or you couldn't see your way out. It was just critically important to them that they were able to show you your worth, to show you that there was a way out and that you deserved to find that way out. Yeah, that was what was so very important to them, was that they could provide the support that you needed, the break from this really difficult situation. They could give you a break from that. They could protect you, and they could give you strength until you're ready to step out on your own. Yeah, this Temperance card here, it is on a tightrope, and so and this card was reversed, so you weren't ready to step out on that tightrope yet. This Four of Cups here, this is you not able to handle anymore. You just couldn't take anymore. So they came and they provided, they showed you that you did have potential, that you were just in a bad situation. They helped to clear up your inability to see a way out of this situation. So that was what was most important to them, was that they could provide for you not only a break from this situation, but they could help you to see how you could get out of the situation and why you deserved to be out of this situation. That was just incredibly important to them, that they were able to provide that to you. And Spirit, thank you for that message. Is there anything that the departed loved one of Group 1, would change or emphasize about their relationship? Anything that they would change or emphasize to Group 1 about their relationship? Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we got the Six of Cups reversed, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the King of Cups. So what they would emphasize, what they want you to know, is that it wasn't by chance that you came together, that the two of you came together. You shared past lives together. You are soul sisters, or soul family, or soul mates. And that the two of you interact in your lives in a way that completes each other. That you have a piece of the soul connection, and they have a piece of the soul connection, and by bringing those two pieces together, it completes the energy. You may have been twin flames. Yeah, because the Sun card here is coming forth when we've got the Cups and the Pentacles together. So by combining the energy that both of you had, and this has happened in many lifetimes, you come together to create a greater whole than what you are independent of each other. But this lifetime is not the one that this connection is going to be fully realized, or would have been fully realized. This is not the lifetime yet. You have other lifetimes to come that you will be together, and throughout each lifetime, this connection will get stronger, and it will lead to just this incredible synthesis between the two of you. And there are great things in the future of this connection, in lifetimes to come. So you will be spending lifetimes together beyond this one. This one was not the lifetime where necessarily great things were going to happen. This was a lifetime where you came together and healed each other. And in other lifetimes you've done this as well. You've come together in other lifetimes, the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And in some lifetimes you are the strong one, and in other lifetimes they are the strong one. But you come together, and in each lifetime you heal each other a little bit more and a little bit more, until you come to a point eventually in a lifetime where you are both integrated and create amazing synergy. So I don't know what it is that is in the future of your lifetimes together, but there are great things that are going to come about from this this connection that you have, this melding of the two of you basically into one, that is going to be the work of many lifetimes. So that is the one thing that they wanted to emphasize to you about your life together, is that this is not the first life you've had together, and it's not the last life you've had together, and that you have this incredible symbiotic connection that will continue to grow and grow and grow over many lifetimes. Spirit, thank you so much for that message. Do you have any final message? Loved one of group 1, do you have any final message for your loved ones? Okay. So we got the 10 of Swords, we got the Lovers inverted, and we got the Justice card. So they're telling you not to be sad, not to be devastated by the loss of them in this lifetime. You will always, always, always be connected. You still are connected, even though you're not in the same incarnation together anymore. They want you to just climb out of the grief and the pain that you feel from them no longer being here with you, because they are still here with you. They will always be here with you. You two are inseparable, and both the Lovers card and the Justice card are saying that this black and white here, this balance is the two of you. You will always be balancing each other out in every lifetime, and so this transformation is still going on. We've got this reversed. So the Lovers, and this may be, again, like I said, a twin flame relationship. It's still evolving, and it will continue to evolve through many lifetimes. It will always, the two of you will always be connected. You will always be like the opposites of each other, but you put each other, it's like yin and yang, when they go together they complete the whole, and that's the way you guys are. You're like opposites of each other, but without each other, without those two opposites, there wouldn't be any definition. Without good, we wouldn't know bad, and without bad, we wouldn't know good, that sort of thing. So they want you not to be trapped in this grief that you're feeling, because they're not here now in this incarnation anymore, because they are still with you. They will continue to always be with you, and you will see each other again in your next lifetime, and every lifetime to come. You will always be connected. So that's their message for you, and it's a beautiful one. I pulled this oracle card ahead of time, so let's see what this is. This is the Finch and the Peach, and it is, the card says romance. So this truly is, again, a soul connection, perhaps a twin flame connection, just very, very much in love. Even if this wasn't, a romantic partner, there's just such a strong connection and love here. So that's what this card is talking about as well, the Finch and the Peach. So thank you for that, being with me for that reading. I hope this has helped. I definitely get the feeling that this person was incredibly important to you, and that you are grieving the loss of them. But again, they want you to know that you're still connected, and you always will be. You've had many lifetimes together, and you'll have many more. So I hope that this provides some comfort for you, and I thank you for being here. Hi, Group 2. This is your reading, the Kambaba Jasper reading. The first message that we want to get, Spirit, please, is who is coming through for Group 2? Who is coming through for Group 2, please? Okay. Okay, we got the Chariot, the Nine of Wands reversed, the Nine of Cups, the World, and the Seven of Swords reversed. So I feel as though this person and you had some ups and downs. In fact, a lot of ups and downs. I feel like there was a lot of competition between the two of you. Neither one of you was ever satisfied to not have like the upper hand. I don't know if this was a sibling and you guys were competitive, if this was maybe a teammate, but there's a definite energy here of competition, of wanting to be the winner. So yeah, so I feel like whoever this is, you had a lot of, and not, I get the feeling it was friendly competition, but it was pretty staunch competition. You guys were always like one-upping each other, or yeah, you were just competing all the time, and it was something that you loved to do. So that's who's coming through for you. So Spirit, thank you for that. How were you connected to Group 2? How were the two of you connected? How were the two of you connected? Okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles reversed, we got the Queen of Cups, and we got the Fool card reversed. I feel like you guys were siblings. I feel like you had the same parent, or you had a mother figure that was, maybe it was one of you's mom, but the other one kind of considered her a mom. But you guys were like basically always together. That's what it feels like. It feels like you were always had been together. As long as you could remember, you were together. So I feel that's how you were related. There was a common mother or grandmother, or just someone that you both considered a mother. It may have been the mom of one of you, and then the other one just considered her their mom. You were always at their house. Okay, so that's how you were connected. Spirit, thank you for those messages. What was most important to this departed with regard to this connection? What was most important in this connection to the two of you? What was the most important thing? Okay, so we got the King of Wands, we got the Eight of Swords, and we got the Strength card. Oh, okay. So the most important thing of this connection is that when one of you, even though you had this tremendous competition between the two of you, if one of you was hurt or sad or confused or just in a bad spot, the other one always came to their rescue. You could always count on each other to be there. Yeah, you guys never hesitated to come to the other one's rescue. Ever, ever, ever. It didn't matter if you were arguing about something, if you were in a fight. It didn't matter, who was currently on top in your competitions. It didn't matter. If one of you needed the other one, you were there. And that was the most important thing to this loved one about your connection. Sorry. It's that you were always there for each other, no matter what. No matter what. It doesn't matter what was going on. It doesn't matter if you were mad at each other. It didn't matter. If one of you needed something, the other one was there. Whew. Spirit, thank you for that message. Is there anything that your departed loved one, group 2, would change or would emphasize about this relationship? Is there anything that they would want to change or that they want to emphasize about this connection and this relationship? Okay. So we got the Knight of Wands reversed, we got the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Cups reversed. So what your departed loved one wants to emphasize to you is that they loved you more than anyone in the world, and nothing could ever come between you. Yeah. Nothing could ever come between you two. They loved you more than anything, and it didn't matter what anybody else said. It didn't matter if you guys were fighting about something. There was nothing that could come between the two of you, and they want you to know that absolutely they would always be there, and if they could be there now, they would, in a heartbeat. Nothing would stop them from being at your side if they could. Whew, this one's heavy. Thank you, Spirit, for that message. Sorry, I'll get a grip. And departed loved one, is there any message, is there a final message that you'd like to give your loved one? A final message for your loved one in group 2. A final message that you have for them. Okay, we got the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. They want you to know that they're always looking out for you. They've got your back. And if there's anything that is ever a burden to you, just think about them. Talk to them. Ask them for help. They're here. They are They are right with you. They are like glue, and they are looking out for you. Just like they're not just watching you, they're actually looking ahead for you. They're keeping an eye out. They are actually steering you away. They're steering you away from things that are not good for you. You may not even realize it, but there may be maybe you're walking along looking at your phone, and at the last minute, as you're coming up to an intersection, somebody bumps into you and causes you to look up from your phone, and you were about to walk in front of a car. That was them. That was your friend, this departed loved one. So the next time something unlikely happens like that, or you have one of those, oh geez, I almost dropped that or broke that or got in a wreck or whatever, and it doesn't happen, that's this person. They're looking out for you. Wow, group 2. That was a quick but beautiful reading. Gosh, I'm grateful to be a part of this. I pulled this oracle card ahead time. Let's see what it is. The owl and the hop. The owl and hop. And the card is wisdom. I'm not sure how this relates to your reading. This individual, I feel like they are a very wise individual, even though you guys were, I get the feeling that you're kind of jokesters with each other, but that this person, that you looked up to them, because they, even though they had such an easy way about them, they knew what was best. I want to take a look at the book on this one and see what it says. Owls are closely associated with Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. Known for their nocturnal vision, owls represent knowledge and erudition, with a hint of mystery. The hop is an impressive plant, able to climb up to 20 feet in a single growing season. Combined, the pair indicates spiritual and intellectual fulfillment. You have come to the end of a long journey. Relish your achievement, taking deep, satisfying breaths. If I've reached a state of fulfillment, am I willing to humble myself and try something new? I feel like this individual was just, like I said, even though they were rarely serious, and they weren't serious and heavy about anything. They were always kind of playful, but they were somebody who was very, very wise. And they still are, and they're still looking out for you. So that's your reading, group 2. And gosh, I hope that this provided you with some comfort and maybe even a smile, because it did for me. So I appreciate your being here, and I'll see you next time. Hi, group 3. This is your reading, the blue calcite reading. The first message that we'd like to get, Spirit, is who is coming through for group 3? Who is coming through for group 3, please? Who is coming through for group 3? Okay. So we got the Prince of Swords reversed. We got the 4 of Discs. We got the Emperor. And we got the 7 of Discs reversed. Actually, the 7 of Discs was sideways, so it might go either way. That makes more sense this way. This individual was somebody who was really, really strong. And they were, they might have been physically strong, but they were really strong, like personality wise, they were very stable. They were always there for you, no matter what happened. I mean, the world could be falling down around your shoulders, and this individual was steady. They just could walk through just about anything. They just kept going. They were the type that didn't worry about anything. They were the type who didn't, anticipate anything. They just, whatever came up, they took care of it. They may not have been, they didn't talk very much. They weren't real wordy. They weren't real chatty. They weren't terribly outgoing. Just kind of the strong, silent type is who this person was. Yeah, and they may have been like a father figure for you, possibly, for some of you. They may have been some sort of if not a father figure, they could have been like a coach or a teacher or even a boss. But certainly they were someone who could take charge, someone that you probably looked up to, someone that you depended on, and someone that you relied on when everybody else was losing their head. Everybody else was losing their mind. This person would just step up and take care of whatever needed to get done. So that's who's coming through for you. Group 3. Thank you, Spirit, for that message. And departed loved one, how were you connected with Group 3? Group 3, how was this departed connected? How were you connected to them? Okay, so we got the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Discs. We got the Four of Wands reversed. We got the Star card. Hierophant, and the Two of Cups reversed. You guys may have been married at one time, but it didn't last. Or you may have been planning to get married, but you never did. Yeah, I think that is probably more likely. There was some... Yeah, I feel like this person, you were planning on marrying them, or you were planning on spending your life together. But because I'm seeing the Hierophant and also the Four of Wands here, it almost feels like it was an actual ceremony, a marriage ceremony that was planned. So this may have been a fiance. Yeah, I feel like you guys had planned to create a family together. And you had big plans about this. You had all kinds of visions and dreams. Yeah, about creating this family. I can't really interpret this any other way. This may not resonate for all of you, obviously. But you saw a future with this individual. It may not have been a marriage necessarily. It's possible that this could have been like a business venture for a smaller number of you, but you definitely saw a future in this union somehow. You saw this coming together to create your dream. So yeah, this was either someone that you were going to create a family with, someone that you were going to create a business with. somehow you were going to be connected, potentially through a legal obligation of some sort, whether that be marriage or whether that may be incorporation. And you had big dreams with regard to this connection. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, departed loved one, for that message. What was most important about this connection between the two of you? What was the most important thing about this connection? Both to you and to your departed loved one. What was the most important thing? Okay, so we got the Chariot inverted. We got the King of Swords. We got the Eight of Wands inverted. We got the Queen of Swords. And we got the Judgment card. Well, one of the things that was very important about this connection was that you stayed together. Hugely important that you always stayed together, that you would always be together. Spirit, what is the King of Swords telling me here? What is the King of Swords here for? Seven of Swords. Oh, and it was very important that you were always truthful with each other. That you always, everything was that everything was out in the open. It was critically important that you could always trust each other. Yeah. So you would always be together. You wanted to always be together and never be separated, or never. This was a long-term commitment, but you needed. It was critically important that you could always trust each other. That you were always upfront with each other, and that there was good communication about that. Spirit, what is the Judgment card here for? What is the Judgment card telling me? The King of Wands reversed. Oh, okay. You needed to be able to trust each other, and you needed to be equal. It was critically important to you and to them, at least to one of you, that this was an equal partnership. Having this trust and having this equality would be what would enable this relationship to last and to persevere. So that was very, very important, that there was this equality and this trust, that you could trust each other, and that you felt that the other person was equally as important in this relationship. You both may have brought different things to the table, but you both contributed 100% of what you brought to the table to this relationship, and you could always trust that. You could always rely on that. So that's what was important to the two of you, was that you had the trust and you had the equality, and that would lead to always being, this relationship always being solid. Thank you, departed and Spirit, for that message. Is there anything, departed loved one, that you would change or emphasize, if you could, that you would have changed or would emphasize about this relationship, this connection? Okay, we got the Ace of Wands reversed. We got the Six of Cups reversed. We got the Queen of Cups. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. There was something was sapping energy from this relationship. And one of you didn't know about it. Spirit, can I have some additional clarification about this, please? Oh. Okay. One of you was pregnant, and the other one didn't know it. I'm sorry, that's just a ridiculously specific message, but there's really no other way that I can read this. One of you happened to get pregnant, and the other one, either you didn't plan for it or they didn't know it, at least not at first. And it created like a big wedge in this relationship. Yeah. So I'm gathering that if whoever that is could have changed that, they would have done things differently, perhaps. And by that, I don't know if they would have not gotten pregnant or if they would have told the other one sooner up front. Gosh, I'm still not clear on this message. Spirit, could I please have some additional clarity on this? Departed loved one of group 3, can you please provide me some other clarification on this? The High Priestess and the Two of Discs reversed. Yeah, by not telling the other one about it, it created an imbalance. It created a big imbalance that just there was a big wedge. There was a big, it threw everything off. It things were going along beautifully. Things were rolling along perfectly in balance, and things were looking like this was your wildest dreams. Everything was absolutely going along beautifully, and then this happened, and it very specifically looks like a pregnancy, but it may not have been specifically that. It may have been some other something that was equally as weighty as if someone had gotten pregnant. There was something that was born into the relationship that one member knew about and the other one did not. And it completely destroyed the trust. Oh yeah, that's what we're going back to here. It destroyed the trust, and by not telling the other person, it threw the equality off balance. One of you had a secret and the other one was left out of it. So one of you had all the power and the other one had none. So whatever this was, and it may have been literally that someone got pregnant, but it could have been something else that was birthed into the relationship in more of a metaphorical sense. But whatever it was, one of you wasn't upfront about it, and it just completely threw everything out of balance in this relationship. So they would have changed that about the relationship, whether that is them telling you about it or them learning about it. That would have been something that they would have changed of the relationship. Departed and Spirit, thank you for that message. And what is there a final message that you have for group 3, please? What is the final message that you have for group 3? Okay, we got the 3 of Swords inverted. We got the Prince of Discs. We got the Princess of Swords. And the Sun card. They don't hold it against you anymore. Or they're sorry. Depending on which side of the coin they were on. they want you to be happy. They still stand with you. Yeah, and they are demurring to you. So however you choose to see the relationship moving forward, they are okay with that. If there's forgiveness involved, then that would make them very happy. But if there's not forgiveness there, then they will accept that, and they understand. Spirit, could I have any clarification, please, on this message? Yeah. Yeah. So we got the 3 of discs, we got the 8 of discs, and we got the 9 of cups. Yeah. They're just saying that they are still dedicated to you. That will never change, ever. They will always be there to help you when you need it. They will always feel the same love for you that they always had. So regardless of how the situation came about, on which side it was, they want you to know that they are still with you in the same way that they were before this came about, in this relationship that was the stuff of dreams, that you had both hung your expectations and hopes on. That is still how they see their connection with you. So that's their message to you. Spirit and departed loved one, thank you so much for that message. And let's see what the oracle card that we drew ahead of time is. The Elk and the Ash, strength. So this card is just, it's like the strength card. It's just telling you to, reminding that you have this inner strength. And even when things don't go exactly the way that you had planned, and you feel like you've lost, you may have lost this ideal that you had in your head, in addition to losing this individual, but you still have this inner strength. You can still tap into it when you need to, and so that's just the universe's message to you, to remind you that you are still a strong individual, and that whatever this dream was before it may have gone awry, harness that strength that you had in that original vision and create a new vision for yourself, and live in that energy of that beautiful, just that beautiful expectation of what your life could be. So Group 3, I hope that this reading helped in some way for you. I am honored to be able to spend this time and to provide these readings for you, and I hope that this helped, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye-bye.